Hey Flathead Terry here. Hey, how you doing? Today's episode, I'm going to show you how to install side markers on a 1968 Camaro. As you can see, I don't have any on here. And the reason why is because these quarters were replaced in 1978. And the 68 convertible quarter panels weren't available from GM, so they put 67 quarter panels on instead. So, follow along today as I get this installed. Here's the template I'll be using for this project. A couple of things to note. I'll be doing it first on the passenger side over here. Along in here too, they tell you a couple of things. One of them is this reference point up here. What I plan on doing is cutting this off, this whole top half of the, or top portion of the template off, so I can line it up with the peak on the quarter panel. And then also over here is the rear wheel here, this curve. So I'll cut this over here. All right, here's the template. And I need to line it up here on this ridge up here, which you can barely see, and then along this line right here. That's the goal. I got some painter's tape on there, and now to try to get this all lined up. I have to try a couple different times. Okay, I got about here, so that lines up, but is the ridge lined up? No, it's not. Here it is, right here. Now let's continue to move. All right, let's take a look there. Okay, we're on the ridge there. This line lines up perfectly along that edge. Let me go along the ridge here, see how that lines up. That does a real nice job. I'll take the wrinkles out, do a double check. That looks really good. Yeah, so right along here. So let me tape that down. Okay, it's right on the ridge. I'm going to take a look down the side of the car here. Let's just take a look. Yeah, that is right on the money on the ridge itself. Let's take a look, see if I can show it to you. I'm going to take a look there. So, yeah, it's hard to tell, but it's on there. And then you can also take a look over here, too, how it lines up on the fender as well down here. So I think we're good. So now I need to mark that location. All right, now that I have it in the location here, I got an ink type felt tip pen here that's very fine. I'm going to do this. I'm going to mark the center of the holes here as a starting point. I put a little hole in there before. Okay, there we are. Got it marked out. And you can see the little dots here from where the template says it should go. But here's the new chrome piece here. And I just want to eyeball. Here, let me take the nut off here first. No, I'll leave it on for now. Here we go. I just wanted to see how close it was. And I don't know if you can see this, but it is off just slightly. This is actually a little bit wider than those holes on the template indicate. It's difficult to see, but I want to make sure that I center them. So it looks like I may have to go a few thousandths further here if I go here and here. It's going to be very close. It's very close, but these are wider than the template. So there you go. All right, the next thing I wanted to do is tape off the area to make sure I'm safe. If I move off the mark, at least I have some sort of protection. Now I need to drill those holes very carefully. All right, here we go. So I just wanted to double check on this again. And these holes are a little bit wider than what is marked by a couple thousandths. So I will mark accordingly. So all I'm using is a little center tap here. All right, let's just take a quick little test here. Yep, I got to go a little bit wider and expanding that hole a little bit that way and that way. There we go. All right, a little snug. Right on the money. Okay, there we go. So that's looking pretty good. How the template is close. It'll get you in the ballpark, but there might be a few adjustments you're going to have to make. Next, I'm going to carefully deburr this. I do have safety glasses on. right, now with my hearing protection, I will cut this out with my cutting wheel. All right, now let's deburr here. And a trusty little file will help. Let's take this tape off here a little bit. Well, actually this. We'll do a test fitting here. Now, first of all, let's get this guy in here. All right, that's in there. As you can see, I put the foam gasket on here. Ready? Oh, very nice, very nice. Now that foam gasket is pretty spongy right now, as it should be. So let's pop that off again. And let's try it without. Okay, the chrome goes all the way in. That's good. Careful. So that's all good news there. Again, this goes here like this. And we put it in like this. Carefully. Very nice. Okay, so let's take the tape off carefully. If you have a better way of cutting that hole out, I'm all ears, and please put a comment down below and tell me all about it, because this is the way I knew how to do it. All right, I have the assembly here for a marker, holding it in place, and let's see if I can reach around and do all of this. I want to make sure that that is connected correctly here. Here we go. Okay. All right, let me reach around here. Got one of the paddle nuts in. Make sure I have the wrench going the right direction, which I don't. Now I do. Okay, I'll leave it a little loose until I get the other nut on. They do supply you with the paddle nuts. Okay, I have one nut tight, but I wanted to also show you over here the challenges with having a convertible. I have the cocktail shaker dampener right here, and I can't get a socket onto that nut, so I'm going to have to use the old manual wrench on that baby to get that done. Alright, there it is installed. Now I need to put a light bulb in it. Alright, got some fresh light bulbs for it too, some fresh lamps. Here we go. They're the 194, commonly called the GE 194. So let me get those installed. Alright, I'm going to hold the camera and connect. I just wanted to show you, I still had the original connectors and wiring when the car was at the factory. Let's see here. So you basically have to put it in here. Whoop. And twist. So let's see if I can get that in there in the right position. And snap it into place. There we go. Now, let's apply some electricity.
And from this to this.
All right, success.